Well, there's a humanitarian crisis in the so-called no-fire zone, and there's also massive humanitarian need here. 115,000 refugees are behind me in 3 camps, and they need the help of the international community, but they also need the help of the Sri Lankan government. In the conflict zone, there's a desperate need for an end to the fighting.
As for those outside the conflict zone, on the basis of what you've seen, do you feel that they have enough freedom of movement in these camps, or do you think standards are falling short?
Well, it's quite wrong for anyone to make a judgment on the basis of a few hours here. What the people behind me have told me is that there are proper facilities, basic facilities in this camp, but the 2 other camps are of a much lower standard, and obviously that's why it's vital that there is full access for the UN, the International Committee on the Red Cross, the rest of the international community that wants to help, but can only help if it's allowed in here with proper access to give the sort of help that these people need.
Turning to the conflict zone for a moment, how sure are you that the government is honouring its recent pledge not to use heavy weapons anymore?
Well, the Defence Secretary gave me his word of honour today that no heavy weapons would be used. That needs to be properly monitored, which is one reason we're arguing for media access as well as UN access to all areas in northeastern Sri Lanka.
Do you think aid agency access is going to be possible to anywhere nearer to that conflict zone than it is at the moment?
Well, it must be if we are to help save lives, and the UN, who I met this morning, are desperate to get in there, as they believe was promised by the government. This is now an emergency that needs proper access and proper expertise. The Sri Lankan government are trying to help people behind me, but they need help.